You know these super annoying bird enemies? Yeah, who knew? Hey guys, Thingfishy here. Now once again, thank you so much for all the views, and thank you all for getting so involved in the comments too. It's been a week since I posted my first video, and I'm so blown away by all the love so far, so thank you so much. You guys, as well as my viewers over on TikTok, yep, you can follow me on TikTok for the memes, have given me a lot of great suggestions for things to test in my parry run. And I'm really glad that my build guide has inspired some of you to make your own parry builds. I'm currently making my way through Stormvale Castle with mine, and I'll be posting updates and findings as I go. With that in mind, I thought I'd make this video about what is, in my opinion, the biggest mistake you can make with a parry build. Now, Margit the Fell got bullied a lot in my last video, and I'm afraid he's going to have another very bad day today. So the best way I think to demonstrate parry build mistakes is to show you a short fight I had with Margit, where I parry all of his attacks perfectly, and don't let him hit me once. So we'll watch this fight, and then afterwards, I'll tell you why this is not how you want to play with your parry build, and how it can actually make your fights harder. And later, you'll see another fight showing what you should be aiming for. Here's fight number 1. Now of course, if you're just getting used to parrying, this is a perfect fight, and exactly what you want to aim for. But if you're getting comfortable with the parry timings, and want to start using this skill to actually make your fights easier, there's something here that's really going to stop that. So check out this footage of me fighting Margit without parrying. Now, when we fight a boss without parrying, our main source of damage is to hit between their attacks. And Margit's pretty good for this. He has these long attack startups where he literally can't hit you. You can use this to get 2 or even 3 attacks before dodging when he finally finishes his wind-up. Now let's look back at that first fight. Look what I'm doing in these big gaps. Just standing there waiting for the next attack. When you start to get into parrying, you can fall into the trap of seeing parrying as your sole source of damage. So instead of focusing on the openings where you can get free damage, you actually only focus on the attacks. So first of all, this prolongs the fight. And as everyone who has played these games for a while knows, the longer the fight, the more that can go wrong. But sometimes doing this actually makes parrying harder. In these massive chasms between attacks, it's actually pretty easy to start second guessing yourself and end up parrying too early or too late. Also, due to the almost psychic feeling AI these games have always had, if you walk up to an enemy wanting them to do a parryable attack, that's almost a surefire way of getting an unparryable attack straight in the face. So what do you want to do in your parry build then? Well, check out this fight with Margaret. Now there's a massive difference between this fight and the last. In this fight, there's no downtime. I'm being super aggressive and attacking Margit for every single second that I can, and I'm only thinking about the parry once the parryable attack comes at me. So is this because I have God Gamer reflexes? Hell no. This is just more testing. Over the course of fighting Margit with this build from my previous video, I first worked out that you can sneak in first 1, but then 2 attacks between parrying him. I actually think you could get 3 in, but that would be pretty sketchy. And as I said earlier, this can make the parries easier. In the first fight, I had to do 2 perfectly timed parries. In the second fight, I just needed to parry the first attack successfully, then hit 2 R1s and an L2 in a certain rhythm. And as anyone who's played Sekiro will know, multiple inputs can actually be easier to time than just 1. The other benefit here is the fact that I'm using a bleed build. In the first fight, it took 4 parry and riposts to kill Margit, and I spent a lot of time trying to dodge his far harder phase 2 attacks. In the second fight, I did only 3 riposts, and skipped phase 2 entirely due to a second bleed build up from how much I'd been attacking him. So on your parry builds, once you're comfortable with the timing generally, don't passively walk up to enemies and hope that they do something parryable. When you get comfortable with parry timing, of course focus on getting your parries correct, but also don't forget to look out for openings to attack while you're not parrying. And that's it for another video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for helping me grow this channel so much in just 1 week. Take care, and I'll see you soon.